Alright, how we doing, everybody? My name is Lloyd, and if you're not able to tell right off the bat, I'm not too awesome at life. The reason I was able to pick up on this was because I was working at a day camp for the last couple of years. And at the day camp, we have horses, because kids freaking love horses, I guess. And I worked with younger kids, like 5- and 6-year-olds, so obviously they couldn't go on the big ones, they'd go on ponies instead. And this one kid just could not fathom the concept that this was the same animal he was looking at. You know, it was smaller, obviously, it had to be something different, it couldn't have been a horse. So he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, why is this horse smaller? Is this horse, like, weaker or whatever? You putting us on the shitty horse?" So I said to him, "No, it's the same horse, it's just gonna grow up. It's a little one, like you, and when it gets older, it's gonna be a big one, like that. So, when you grow up, you're gonna be a big one, just like me." And then he just starts crying. I guess the concept of him turning into me was upsetting to a kid, I don't know. But that was my first clue that maybe I need to get my act together. So, when I was a kid, though, you know, I wasn't the best at being a kid either. I'm not too good at being a person in general, but when I was a kid, you know, I let a lot of stuff that was really dumb just go right over my head. Didn't even pick up on it. Example, I really liked Power Rangers when I was a kid. Loved it. It was my favorite thing on TV, probably. It's probably one of the best free things I ever got. It was like life, and then being able to watch Power Rangers on TV. But, you know, when you look at Power Rangers as a concept, not really the smartest idea. For those of you who don't know, in the original series of Power Rangers, there's this giant floating head, right? His name's Zordon, and he's like, "Oh, yo, I need to pick 5 people to fight evil and give them all these awesome powers and giant robots and weapons and stuff. I need 5 really capable people." Got it? Teens. Like, you're giving teens ultimate power. These are kids who maybe have taken a few martial arts classes and hang out at a juice bar. That's your idea of the savior of humanity. Does he not know that the army exists? Like, there are people literally willing to die for their cause. And he's like, "Know what? I need people who are just getting out of puberty. That's what I need. That's what humanity needs. Let's put all of our faith in them." You know, I don't get when people say they have irrational fears of stuff. That really bothers me. Because usually when they say that they have an irrational fear of something, it's of something that's incredibly rational. Example, I was in the car with my parents one day, we were coming back from dinner, and my mom sees this guy with a snake around his neck just walking out of the library. First of all, I don't know why he was in the library, I don't know why he brought a snake with him, and I don't know what prompted him to leave. Like, was the snake hungry? Did he decide he had to take the snake home? I don't know. Questions for another day. But my mom just freaks out. For some reason, because we're in a van, you know, it's not like the snake's gonna get to us, and it's on the other side of the street, so we're double safe. But she still has this huge freak out about it. And I ask her about it, and she says, "Oh yeah, I have an irrational fear of snakes." That's not irrational. Snakes are kind of terrifying. You know, I mean, not to me, I think they're just douchey worms in jackets, but that's just my opinion. You know, irrational fear is something like balloons, or pickles, or clumps of hair in the shower. That's totally not one I have. Heights will kill you. It's okay to be afraid of them. That's just a natural thing. "Oh yeah, you know, I'm afraid of needles." Yeah, needles are sharp and will kill you if you use them wrong. Girls, apparently afraid of talking to me. That's irrational. I'm awesome. I totally look good with the shirt off. And totally have a steady flow of income. God, I'm awful. Anyway, that's my time. Thanks for coming out. Have a good one.
Collaboracadabra.